What's going on, everybody? It's EricRayweather back here, and I'm doing something a little different in this video in honor of the NFL International Game Series sponsored by EA Sports. My team, the Saints, they're taking on the Dolphins in London tomorrow. Second time we've been to London. So I wanted to do like a little kind of like a challenge in honor of that. So what I came up with is something that I haven't really seen anybody else do. I'm going to play the computer on All Madden, and I'm going to show you right here that I am indeed on All Madden, and I'm going to try to beat them only using coach suggestion plays. I cannot make any hot routes on offense. I can't change the play. I can't audible. I have to go with one of the 3 suggested plays that they pick. And on defense, I'm just going to sim just, to kind of speed the video up. And because, I mean, if you played the computer on All Madden, you know playing defense against them is almost pointless. It's not very realistic because it's just they're way too good. This is actually very difficult. As you're going to see in this video, I can only use coach suggestions. I cannot hot route, and I'm going to try to beat them as they get the ball first, and we're hoping for the defense to come up with a stop. But man, the game tomorrow, I'm pretty excited. Like I said, this is our second time being in London. The first time we took on the Chargers, it was about a decade ago. It's crazy that the London games have been going on that long. But we wound up winning on like an interception to seal the game. I remember like Jonathan Vilma picked the ball off. It was a pretty cool game. So I hope we can get the W, man. We're 1-2. I think the Dolphins are a very beatable team as I'm coming out here on offense. I think the Dolphins are beatable. I think we can get back to 500 and make something happen. So first play here. And I mean, the thing with playing the computer on All Madden, like you may think like, oh, it's a computer. Like, no, go play the computer on All Madden. Especially using coach suggestions. You can't hot route. You can't change anything. You just have to go with what they give you. I mean, their defensive line gets off blocks quick. And here you see they jump my pass. Amazing jump by the computer there. It did not look. He looked like he was bailing out deep. And then right as I released the ball, he jumped me for a pick 6. So already we're in the whole 7-0. Like I say, man, you could play online all day. You could play the best players in the world. There's nothing better than the computer on All Madden. The computer on All Madden cheats. Like, you could be up, it doesn't matter. They're going to make you fumble. They're going to make you overthrow the ball. They're going to shed through your offensive tackle and sack you in a second. They're just crazy with it. So I challenge you guys to get out here and do this challenge. I throw the ball away as I can't find anything open. Go out there and do this challenge, and let me know how it works out for you, because I guarantee you this is 100 times harder than it looks. But yeah, so just on offense here, trying to make something happen, just picking the plays that look most promising to me. Like sometimes they kind of keep giving you the same plays over and over, and like running the ball is hard on the computer, especially on All Madden. Doesn't matter who's on your offensive line. You're pretty much not getting more than a couple yards of carry against the computer as I dump it off to Alvin Kamara. Because the computer on All Madden just block sheds instantly. It simply does not matter. So running the ball is almost not an option. You really have to pass, and you have to hope that your offensive line holds up as I dump it down to Mark Ingram. In order to make things happen. But I want you guys to go out there and try this challenge. It was a lot of fun, but it was really difficult, and it was actually making me mad at points. But the London games, man, I'm looking forward to it. I think the London games are cool. I do think it's kind of unfair to the team that has that's supposed to have a home game that has to go to London, and going to London, man, it's such a long flight, getting jet lagged. Like, they say a lot of the teams like don't really, I mean, I guess they like playing in London. They like being, out of the States in front of different fans. But they definitely, I don't think they like how they perform when they have to go to London, because naturally you're not going to perform as well after having that long of a flight. Just things like that, and it's, a lot of press around it. It's not like a normal weekly football game, but I'm excited the Saints are back. I gotta wake up at like 8 o'clock in the morning to watch this game on a Sunday. Like, where I live, our games come on at noon, so I wake up at about 10 o'clock on a Sunday like a normal person, get my breakfast, watch the countdown stuff, and get ready. I gotta wake up at 8 o'clock to catch this game on a Sunday, on my off day. Like, are you serious, man? But I'll do anything for my Saints. As we're driving down the field here, we are just trying to get points here. We'll take 3 because we get the ball at half. Here I'm hurrying up, trying to get another play in before the end of the first quarter. And this winds up being a mistake. As you see how ridiculous they shed off the offensive tackles sometimes and just hit me in the backfield for a sack. So wound up being a bad call there. I should have just took it to the second quarter. But here we go. I dump it down. There was nothing open. I just had to take what I can get, trying to just solidify field goal range, because 31 is a makeable field goal, but now we're at the 27, and that is a lot more makeable. So happy with that, but we definitely want to get 6 here, because we can't give the computer too many chances. As Drew Brees just checks it down underneath, there wasn't much open, so we're going to have to take that 3 and live with it. But you don't want to give the computer too many chances, man, because the computer on All Madden, like I said, I don't know how many of you guys play the computer on All Madden like that often, especially if you're just using coach adjustments. Like, it is extremely hard to beat them. And the Dolphins aren't even like a crazy good team on the game, but they are hard. This was hard, like I said, it was a lot harder than it looked. We're playing here. Jay Cutler gets injured, so that could be good for us. It's 4th and 1. They're going to punt the ball, and we're back on offense. So the defense so far has done their job. They have shut them out twice. I threw a pick 6, so really it's my fault that they're up right now. But we're just going to try to methodically drive down the field, just using our coach suggestions. You know, they're giving us sometimes good plays, sometimes not so good plays. I'm pretty much avoiding the run at all costs because, like I said, running on the computer is just, it's almost like a guarantee. Like, I mean, either you're going to lose yards or you might get 2, you might get 3. Like, like anytime I was in a 3rd down situation, 3rd and short, and they gave me a run play, I just went with the pass play, because 3rd and short, running the ball on the computer here, nothing open, I take off with Drew Brees and slide and make something happen. But 3rd and short against the computer, you try to run the ball, man, it's pretty much a guarantee, like, you're not converting it. Like, I don't care if it's an inch, you're pretty much almost never going to convert it. It's really crazy. Like here, say I try to take it to the outside, blocks it, bam, hits me in the backfield. Like, I'm running against my better judgment on some of these plays, but I know that when I really need yards, I have to pass, because I can't rely on the run. I just simply can't. So, in another 3rd down situation, and the 2nd quarter is ticking down, I dump it over the middle to Ted Ginn. Ted Ginn so far is doing pretty good for us, putting in some work. Drew Brees' numbers are excellent outside of that 1 interception. Like, barely any incomplete passes, just methodical drives, taking what the defense gives me, but that 1 interception is a really big blemish, as I hit Ted Ginn again over the middle of the field, so I was able to get 1 more play in before the 2-minute warning. So on this drive, I'm happy with 3 because I know I get the ball at half. The goal is try not to let the offense get the ball back with too much time left. If I have to take 3, that's fine, and we take it to half. I dump it down here to Ted Ginn. He got a stupid animation there, but luckily we were able to get the first down. I don't know why he reached out for that animation, but we'll take it. So here they give me a screen. I decided to go for it. It's risky because it's like the computer just knows. Like, anytime you call a screen against the computer, they just almost so happen to always be in man defense, always. But this time they were in zone, so luckily I caught them. But I promise you, 9 times out of 10 you run a screen, the computer just happens to play man defense. Like, really? Like, I'm calling bull on that. But anyway, the little delayed route over the middle to Ted Ginn. They missed the tackle, and we take it in for 6. So now we are up. Just a great route over the middle. Ted Ginn sat down. A little hesitation created more space. So now we're up. Ted Ginn's having a phenomenal game for us so far. Not dropping the ball, making a lot of big plays, converting a lot of first downs. So now we're back on defense. 2nd and 7. Incomplete pass for Jay Cutler. 3rd and 7. Sack. Sheldon Rankins, the 2nd-year man, give us the ball back. We have time to put more points on the board, but we got to be careful because the computer is sneaky good on defense. They jump routes, they get off blocks and sack you quick, so I'm not trying to force anything. See, nothing here, I'm throwing it away. I just do not want to give them the ball back in good field position. If I have to go in the half up 3, I will gladly take it. Just don't want to give them any free points that, you know, they didn't really earn, because I'm getting the ball at half, and if I can come out of half and get a touchdown, it's going to be very hard for them to come back on us. But if I give them a free 3 or 7 points here, now it's a whole new ball game. So I check it down there. They take we take a timeout. We're just trying to convert here, but if nothing's there, we will throw it away and just punt the ball. So we go with the same play that scored us a touchdown. Back over the middle, Ted Ginn, I go for the possession catch. I get down just in time. So now I'll call timeout. Now we're in good field position, but we only have 1 timeout, so hopefully we can get in the field goal range. But look at Cameron Wake. Did you see how he just blew by Zach Strief? And that's what I'm talking about. That is that all Madden pass rush right there. Some plays you are literally dead before you have a chance to do anything. So now we're just going to take it to half and just be happy that we're up. I think that's the smart decision. So now we got the ball coming out of half. If we can get a touchdown here, that is ideal. You know, we'll take the field goal, but the touchdown is ideal. We hit Ted Ginn. Once again, he is just balling for us right now. And again, look at Drew Brees' number. Aside from that 1 interception, he is balling. And Ted Ginn is 7 for 79 and 1 touchdown. So, you know, so far my Saints are playing pretty good. I'm hoping they play this good in London tomorrow for real. I think the weather's supposed to be not so great, so that if that is true, that's not going to favor us as Fleener goes ahead for the first down. Actually, 2nd in inches. It's always inches against the computer. They'll never give you the first down. But yeah, if the weather's not that good, that's not favorable to us, because you already know we're notorious for not being the best road team or the best outside team. So, you know, you put us outside and you put us in weather that's not so great, we typically don't perform well in those instances. So I'm hoping the weather's at least decent. You know, our run game so far this year hasn't been as good as we thought it would be, you know, bringing AP in. So if it's sloppy, you know, the run game definitely favors Miami way more than us. Jay Ajayi is phenomenal. Mark Ingram's okay. Adrian Peterson so far hasn't really shown too much. But then again, he hasn't had much opportunity to show much. So, you know, I think he would be better if we gave him more carries. But, you know, that's up to Sean Payton. And, you know, his play calling is goofy, to say the least, at times. As I make a huge conversion on 3rd and inches, Willie Snead. And Willie Snead is back tomorrow. First game back from suspension. Definitely excited about that. Our offense has looked a little weak in these first 3 weeks. It looked pretty decent last week against Carolina, but first 2 weeks, not very good, as they send a blitz and just, man, they came at me quick there. Really good blitz by the computer. But Willie Snead back, I mean, that makes our offense better without a doubt. I'm not saying it's game-changing, but he is such a security blanket, such a safety blanket for Drew Brees. He is the chain mover. He is such an underrated route runner. He's got underrated hands. He really does not drop the ball. He's kind of like our new Lance Moore. Like, Lance Moore was just the sure-handed, like, chain mover. Almost never dropped the ball, just knew how to get open and knew how to make plays, and that's kind of what Willie Snead is for us now. Mike Thomas is, you know, the big play guy. So is Ginn. Ginn is a big play guy, but drops the ball a lot. And here we dot to Michael Thomas in the back of the end zone, but they say he stepped out of bounds. I don't know. I think the refs might have been tripping here, but they call a legal touch, and that's a tough one to swallow. Being on the one is rough because, like I said, if you try to run the ball on the computer here, they're going to come out and goal line and just stuff you. So we're going to pass. Michael Thomas on the slant route. That's probably one of the routes he runs the best in real life, and he gets the touchdown. So we are up 16-7. I must have missed the extra point. I'm not even sure. I guess I missed the extra point because I'm only up 16-7. So now we need defense to come up for us. But if you think the computer's not going to score in the crunch on All Madden, if you think they're not, you are sadly mistaken. Kenny Stills, the former Saint, with the touchdown. So now we are only up 2 with that missed extra point. This is crucial because if we give the ball back, they only need a field goal to win. We need to hold this ball. We don't need points, but we need to take this clock with us. So we dump it down to Mark Ingram first. You know, if tomorrow's game winds up looking like this, that'd be a pretty competitive, interesting game. Low scoring, but, you know, will be a good game. Always like a good competitive game. We hit the angle route over the middle to, I think that was Ingram. Maybe it was Peterson. I don't know. He actually dropped the ball, it looks like. So now 2nd and 10. We need to get this first down because this is not like playing a regular game where I can say, you know, I'm going for it on 4th down. I believe I can get it. That's not like that. We need to get first downs as we hit Kobe Fleener on the seam route. Huge conversion. Look at these numbers from Drew Brees. Like, that one bad throw on that pick is the only blemish. He has been phenomenal outside of that. So here we're actually going to run the ball, and we get about 3 yards, which against the computer, that's actually really good. You saw how they were just shedding blocks immediately. I took what I can get, brought it to the 2-minute warning. So again, we are going to run the ball, and we actually get a pretty decent run. We pick up about 5 yards, Mark Ingram. Now it's 3rd and 2. There's no way I'm running the ball here because I know I'm getting stuffed. I have a better chance of hitting the lottery than converting a 3rd down running the ball in the computer. So I go for the pass, and we're going to see if it was the right decision. I see Kobe Fleener leak into the flat, and we get the first down. Huge conversion. At this point, we are just going to kneel it out. We were able to beat the computer only using coach suggestions. Guys, I challenge you to go do the same thing. It is a lot harder than it looks. You can't make any hot routes. Can't change the play. You pick one of the 3 plays they give you, and you have to make it happen. And the computer will cheat, and they will make you work for it. But anyway, just kind of want to do this in honor of my Saints being in London, you know, hype up the game. I'm excited. Who do you guys think is going to win? You know, honestly, I hope for a good game, but I definitely think the situation right now does favor Miami. But I do believe Miami is a very beatable team. I mean, they're not looking that good. Jay Cutler's a very hit-or-miss quarterback. I think this is a very good opportunity for us to get to 2-2. I don't want to say this is a season-defining game, but, you know, starting 1-3, it is really hard to make the playoffs being 1-3. But 2-2, it's like kind of a whole brand new season there, and I think we can make some things happen. So, guys, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more videos like this, like, comment, subscribe, and as always, I will see you guys next time.